So that does it for the anterior circulation. Now let's look at the posterior circulation of the brain, which supplies the cerebellum and the brainstem. In fact, let's follow the flow of blood up from the neck again. So letter J is the vertebral artery coming up from the cervical spine. And then the vertebral arteries are going to merge to form letter H, which is the basilar artery. And we said that the vertebrals and the basilar artery supply blood to the cerebellum and the brainstem. And then coming off the basilar arteries, you have a bunch of pontine branches, which aren't labeled here, but those pontine branches supply the pons. Now we said before the vertebrals merge, they give off two things. So letter L is the anterior spinal artery, and then letter K is the posterior inferior cerebellar artery, or the pica. So remember those two as the arteries that come off the vertebral arteries before the vertebrals merge to form the basilar artery. Again, it's the anterior spinal artery and the pica. Now look at letter I. If there's a posterior inferior cerebellar artery, it stands to reason there must be an anterior inferior cerebellar artery. So letter I is the AICA.